6.25 million people dead. Only 11.6 billion doses administered. If we can't get the other 10 billion doses administered, the world will still feel the devastating destruction of coronavirus. Hello delegates, my name is Joshua Sparks and I'm glad to speak here today at the One Young World Summit. I am very sure you all here know about the very recent and controversial move to make COVID vaccinations mandatory. I have experienced COVID firsthand and the benefits that being fully vaxxed came through within my first week of isolation. To truly take control of COVID and to improve global health, the COVID-19 vaccine needs to be mandated globally. There are multiple reasons surrounding my opinion on this issue. The first reason involves the vaccine providing a large amount of protection and benefits with very few side effects. My second reason for why the vaccine should be mandated is due to the worldwide health system crisis that COVID has caused. Through mandatory vaccination, we can improve the global health system. I have faith that through the perseverance of the world, we can strive to mandate the vaccine and in turn put an end to COVID's hostile, harmful and heartbreaking reign of terror. Due to the vaccine being extremely effective and efficient at defending against COVID, it should be mandated to ensure everyone's safety, in turn improving global health. The vaccine was created, experimented and produced from some of the world's best organizations through global cooperation. These include the World Health Organization, UNICEF, Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance and CEPI. These reputable and credible organizations ensure the safety of the vaccines. This was done by multiple levels of clinical and practical trials, and as time goes on, the vaccine will continue to be refined to become even safer and effective. Dr. Kapoor, the Director of Health Programs at UNICEF, explained the COVID-19 pandemic has seriously impacted the lives of children and young people, and the immunization process will be an important step towards recovery. This graph here is representing the COVID death rates in Switzerland among unvaccinated, vaccinated with no booster, and fully vaxxed people. These differences of death rates provide clear evidence to the effectiveness that the vaccine provides, proving that with mandated vaccination, the whole world will become protected and safe from the deadly virus. The most spread and talked about risk from COVID vaccine is blood clotting. The figure below displays the cases of CVT, which is the most common outcome of blood clotting caused by COVID and the vaccines. This displays that the risk of getting blood clots from the vaccines is much lower than the chances of getting blood clotting from the virus itself. This means that it would just be much safer to get the vaccine due to the low risk compared to if you contract the virus, you'll be putting yourself against risk of high blood clotting and other effects. This so-called major side effect is in fact very minor. In comparison with other vaccinations and medication, it has very low risk. One of the most common contraceptives, the pill, has been researched and proven that 0.3 to 1% of users experience blood clots throughout a 10-year period. This, when compared to the vaccination status, is drastically higher, proving that the vaccine is reliable and safe, creating no reason that it should not be mandated globally. This safe and effective vaccine should be mandated worldwide to help recover and improve the global health system. Due to the world's critical health system being in crisis, the vaccine needs to be mandated to relieve some of the overwhelming pressure of COVID. The world's current health system has been in crisis since the start of COVID-19. Due to the large amount of support and resources that COVID has stripped from the health system has caused a rundown and overwhelmed state. One way that this can be helped involves increasing vaccination rates, which will lower the amount of medical attention needed to COVID cases. For an example, in Australia, even after the large progress that has been made with vaccination status, there is still currently 3,218 people hospitalised due to COVID and COVID-related issues, with a 135 people currently in the ICU. Most of these hospitalizations are still unvaccinated. In places such as the US, it is even worse, with a current 12,355 hospitalizations and 1,552 people in the ICU, which once again, the majority are unvaccinated. This is shown among many hospitals around the world. A quote from Mrs. Wilson, who is the Union Secretary of the Griffith Base Hospital in New South Wales, says, "I can honestly say that this is the absolute worst I have ever seen it." These high number of cases are stopping the health system from recovering the past major outbreaks of COVID and restricting access to medical facilities that are needed by others. This stress on the health system is extremely present within the lower economic and third world countries. The countries with a higher than 20% increase in death rates throughout COVID are Mexico, Colombia, Poland, Chile, Slovak Republic, United States, and the Czech Republic. The two highest on that list are Mexico, with a 56% change in death rate, and Colombia with a 45%. These rates will not decrease if the pressure strain on the hospitals is not released. And the only way to release that pressure is vaccination, to clear out COVID cases from all the hospitals. By mandating the vaccine, these numbers of hospitalizations are predicted to drop drastically, with only a few cases needing serious medical attention. The only barrier blocking the vaccination mandate is ethics. There are multiple values and beliefs that become violated if mandates were to occur. These values mainly consist of having a right on what happens to your body. However, if that decision is putting the lives of many others in jeopardy, I believe it should be overruled. COVID vaccine should become a fully mandatory in order to create a safer and protected world, improving the global health system. The two main reasons the COVID vaccine should become mandatory are the deaths that the vaccine has prevented and will continue to prevent if they become mandatory. The second reason why the vaccine should become mandatory is to prevent COVID cases clogging up hospitals, putting strain on the health systems. So we need to improve that. All of you here today may not be able to mandate the vaccine. However, you can strive for vaccinations of the world through protests and campaigns.